So do y'all remember when I had my biggest trading day of $16,000 like around I think it was early September or right? Somewhere around there. And that was across four accounts and I remember I made like 3 point something across five accounts, like 3 point something across five accounts. But today or right now I only have one Express account. But this single-handedly over like trumps that trade by a mile. So just on one account today, I made $4,653 while risking only 100. I think it was like $170 max. I'm gonna put the live chat at the end of the video here. But today, holy crap, bro! Biggest trade I've ever taken in my life. And it was nasty, a nasty trade. You know what's crazier too? I was looking at this level as early as last week on Friday, bro. And you know what's even crazier? I called this out in the premium side of the Discord. And you could have just copied my entry and you would have printed 155 points. So I think levels is something that I'm kind of shifting towards. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm being completely honest. To risk 5 points and to make 155 points while risking five, that's an insane risk to reward ratio, bro. A 1 to 30 RR is genuinely insane. Uh, and I'm just gonna break down. And you know what's even crazier? It's not confusing at all. Like I will break this trade down to you guys, and I'm guarantee y'all won't like. It's not gonna confuse you guys because it's super simple, bro. And I'd say the only thing that matters when you're trading off of levels like this, when you're trying to catch moves like this, is confidence. Like, yeah, it's like super scary to enter with a stop loss as tight as this, but you're risking like $170 max. I risked $170 max in this trade. I went in with 15 micros, right? And here's my execution right here. Yeah, it's this one right here. So entry price was 24969 right here, and I exited it at midnight plus London lows, which like that's insane, bro. So I'm just gonna get into the trade. First off, coming in daily bias. I always do top down analysis, so daily 2 4 hour, but weekly candle was bigger for me. I am gonna guess that we have already made our weekly high. That's just my guess. Like maybe we'll come back up, but that's just my guess. The way we closed on the weekly candle last week, I told this in my Discord too. The way we closed our candle, closed kind of indecisively, Doge candle. I expect for us to take out at least the previous week lows this week. That's just something that I want to see. Okay. And so coming in, we also had a weekly content encroachment. In addition to us forming this Doge candle, I want to see us on the weekly hit this content encroachment level and then start dumping down for the rest of the week. And so knowing that, I zoomed to the daily. Okay, daily, do we have anything that can kind of resist price? And so to kind of refrain from price taking out these all-time highs, well, we have a daily order block, a bearish daily order block that price could resist off of, that could tap into and then head back down. I also marked that out in the Discord yesterday as well. So weekly and daily, we have two higher time frame confluences that are helping us. Now on the 4 hour, we have a 4 hour for value gap here. Two 4 hour for value gaps. This one actually gets inverse, but the one more in premium right here, another 4 hour for value gap. Small, yet there, that could tap into and kind of use as resistance, right? Like those are like the ICT concepts, like kind of like the classic like SMC ICT concepts, PD arrays that you could use to determine whether, price could reach all-time highs or not, other than the content encroachment level, right? But the big things for me today was that content encroachment level on the weekly, in addition to us closing as a Doge count on the weekly. And then the bigger thing for me was two standard deviation levels lining so closely with one another, in addition to lining, relatively close to that content encroachment level area, right? So the first standard deviation level, the area that I marked out, let me just get rid of both of them, was I actually marked this one out on Friday of last week, was this right here. So I already highlighted it out. We have a manipulation leg. It takes out sell side liquidity of this, internal sell side liquidity, manipulates this low, and then rise again. So like low, high, lower, low, higher, high. Mark out that leg right here, right? We mark that out. Cool. Standard deviation leg, which gets absolutely ticked, literally tickled. It gets tickled, and then like it's great. It's insane, bro. Like look at this shit. It's genuinely insane, right? Lines up with that content encroachment on the weekly as well, right? Like so the reason why I'm okay with price kind of mitigating this, like kind of it went up. How many points did it pass? Like this content encroachment level, right? Like 30 points, right? So the weekly time frame is a that takes a while to form. Okay, so when you have higher time frame content encroachment levels, weekly, daily, even maybe 4 hour, right? It's gonna take it's you're going to try to need to find a lower time frame entry as well. You can't just expect price to immediately tap a weekly content encroachment and dump for the rest. Like the week that's just too high of a time frame. There's so many candles on a lower time frame that can make noise and that can wake things out. Just move a lot more because there's a lot more candles forming within a weekly candle, right? So it's totally fine if you go up like just slightly, ever so slightly above this content encroachment area. The only thing that I didn't want us to see is mitigate this -1 standard deviation level area as well. This is the maximum price should have gone, and that's exactly where it went, right? So that's the first -1 standard deviation level that we have. And the second one I marked out was right here. We got it at market open, which is perfect. Another one that aligns directly out of market open. So we have two that align directly with one another. In addition to us already kind of playing around this content encroachment area, kind of tells me that we're going to get a potential reversal. Like, in addition to that, like even if we didn't have enough confidence that this was a strong point of reversal, this is something that also boosted my confidence. Accumulate, manipulate, or smart money reversal, distribute, right? Market maker sell model, accumulation, manipulation, whatever you want to call it. I'm expecting for us to dump all the way down to these lows here, like which is previous week lows, right? Like I'm guessing that's near previous week lows. Yeah, I'm expecting that us to dump all the way back down to this original area of consolidation, for the rest of the week. That's just my guess, right? That's just what I think is gonna happen. Is that gonna happen for sure? No, but this looks really, really freaking nice right now, right now, yo, right now, right now, right now, right now, right now. Like it looks really good, bro. And so as soon as we tap into those two levels, right? Like, and I saw some people enter a little bit early. I only enter again. I tried to only enter during the macro time frame, so I'm waiting until macro, and my entry was in macro today as well. And so as soon as we hit on the 1 minute, we wick into that level. Like we didn't even slowly creep up into it and reject. We just wick it. And that's like perfect. So as soon as we wick it, I'm like, okay, that's my entry right here. I mark out a content encroachment level of this 1 minute candle, so we shouldn't mitigate this high. And we don't actually end up tapping that perfectly, but I enter with a market order. I don't set a limit here. I enter with a market order because I don't want to miss this move. This is a move that I've been looking for. And so I enter there and I keep my stops at this high. Thank God, bro, because look at this. I would have been, yo, this happened to me. I missed a 180 point move last time. This happened because I got hit at break even, and then that's when I blew like the four accounts. I'm pretty sure because that like killed me. Okay, so I just kept my stops at this high, trusted my trade. Biggest thing, trusted my trade, and I targeted midnight lows, which is a 155 point move. Genuinely insane how accurate these things can be. Standard deviation levels paired with a content encroachment, paired with like a market maker sell model or like an AMD, right? And just being able to understand what the market looks like on the weekly candle, how it closes, like reading candles as well is also huge. And so levels kind of like just experience as well, seeing how candles form and how they should be, how they look before things start moving. Kind of allowed me to catch this trade. But bro, it's not confusing at all, right? Like I marked out two standard deviation levels. I marked out a weekly content, like bro, it's just, can you draw? Can you literally draw? Can you draw on a chart? Yes, if you can draw on a chart, you can catch trades like this, bro. And I called this out as soon as I stepped into this trade. As soon as I got into this trade, I called it out to my premium Discord, screenshotted it, let them boys know. And you just could have caught this trade with me. And yeah, it's like, it's there's nothing more than that. There's nothing more that I should say because there's nothing else I should really go over. But yeah, it's a pretty crazy trade, bro. I'm at a 5K balance right now, so I just need, I think, 3 more winning days or something. Yeah, 3 more winning days until I could request whatever payout, and then I'll be scaling back to 5. Now I'm telling y'all boys, October we are going to eat. We are all going to eat this October, bro. Yeah, it's still pretty crazy. I hit this trade in class. Like it took a bit. It took like 2 hours for this trade to hit in total, but nonetheless, my biggest trading day in my life. We'll just take things slow. I can't get like this, right? I can't get like that. The reason why I took a payout last time I hit a trade like this and I was consistent and I got my winning days was because I remained humble. Like I've been having a problem with that with greed and things like that. And I have to remind myself, bro, I can lose tomorrow, I can lose the next 3 days as long as I do not blow all of this. Like I don't make small problems bigger than they need to be. Like so I'm gonna hold myself accountable. Hopefully, we are going to get $150 winning days to pass in this week, in this upcoming week, and we can request a payout. But yeah, like I said, you guys, if you guys want to learn more about levels and want to learn more about standard deviation and content encroachment, like I said, I call this out. I signal my premium Discord that you guys can join. This is free. This is totally optional. Like, this is only if you guys are asking, because obviously a lot of people have been asking how I mark out standard deviation and content encroachment areas. And it's just kind of not fair for me to tell you guys when people in the premium Discord are paying for it. You feel, you know what I'm saying? So if you guys want to learn, it's 30 $50, completely optional. But if you want to learn, it's $50 inside the free Discord. You can just choose to go in within that free Discord. So yeah, it's completely up to you guys. But that's how I caught these trades, and that's, you know, kind of where I break down in depth of how I catch these trades it was within that premium Discord. So yeah, if you guys want to join, you guys can join it. But other than that, nothing much else, bro. Like, this was a pretty crazy trade to take. And every single person watching this video is capable of taking it. Like, it's simple. It's 3 levels aligned. 3 levels and a little bit of market context is how I ended up catching this trade, bro. And so yeah, pretty crazy day for me. Gonna take things slow. Gotta stay patient. Gonna slowly build back up. In October, I promise you, we are all coming for October. I want you to say we are all coming for October, bro. Okay. I will see you guys in the next video. Whenever else I take a trade, maybe tomorrow, maybe in 2 days. But yeah, I'm just gonna probably I go live on TikTok now as well. So if you guys have additional questions and you don't want to text, you don't want to type, think of my TikTok lives as sort of like a live customer call. I'm gonna go live on TikTok around like this times, around like this time during the week. Pop in, ask questions, and let me know. So other than that, nothing much else. I appreciate you guys, love you guys as always. And yeah, have a very safe rest of y'all's day, and God bless y'all.